You guys are probably wondering where I've been. Well, this time I've got a proper excuse. Reason. I keep mixing those two words up. Good morning, guys. How you all doing? I'm going to sit down because I've got a story for you guys. Why I've been missing. I have been unwell. And I'm still slightly unwell now. I hope you guys are okay though. And don't worry, it's not COVID. I know that for a fact. Not last weekend, the weekend before I went out with my friend Martin downtown. And it's not because I was drinking. At least I hope it wasn't. So yeah, we were drinking. I'd had about 5 pints at this point. And I was fine. Those pints were wonderful. I was surprised that they weren't watered down. As they usually are. I've just realised that this part of the blanket is wet because I took him out and it was raining and he's been laid there, so it's wet. Anyway, there we go. So it gets to the next pub, gets onto my 6th pint, and for some reason, it wasn't that it didn't taste nice or anything, it was fine. I just struggled to drink it all of a sudden. So much in fact that I didn't even get through a quarter of the pint before I was like, I've had enough, I can't drink it. Anyway, Martin and I decided to go home. I went to McDonald's because, you know, that's one of my homes. I had a double cheeseburger and a McChicken sandwich because that's what I do when I've been drinking. I have to have a burger of some sort. And as I was eating it, I'm thinking, you know what? It's not raining, it's not cold. I'm still pretty much wide awake. I'm going to walk home instead of taking a taxi. Don't ask me why I thought that was a bright idea. I was slightly drunk. Normally, walking home used to take me about 2 hours. I decided to try a different route, and I was home in 1 hour and 3/4, which surprised the heck out of me. So I gets in, so to Harley, and because I was drunk, normally I'll say to Harley, come to bed with me, because I like to sleep on my own, but when I'm drunk, I don't mind him being there. And as I'm getting ready for bed, I had this sudden urge to run to the toilet and throw up, which I did. Don't ask me where it came from. I'm not going to go into details, don't worry. This is at 3 o'clock in the morning. I finished that, went to bed. 5 minutes later, I'm running to the toilet again to throw up. For the next 3 hours, and I know this because I kept checking the time every time I went to go throw up, lasted until about 20 past 6. On the 4th time that I went to the toilet, I was retching because there was nothing left to give, and yet on the 5th and 6th time there was more. Don't know where that came from. 20 past 6 was the last time I did that, and the next thing I know, it was 10 o'clock in the morning, so I knew I'd stopped throwing up. And for the next few days I couldn't eat anything. I wasn't hungry. My throat hurt from all the throwing up. I wasn't going to the toilet to, do a number 2. I was dizzy a lot. In fact, if you guys remember when I had my chest infection, every time I walked Harley, I'd get out of breath and I'd lose energy. It felt like that again, except no chest infection because I wasn't coughing. I didn't feel heavy here. I didn't have a cold or anything like that. Nothing respiratory. That's the right word, yeah. It was all stomach related. And this went on for an entire week. In fact, it was like 3 days later that I actually attempted some toast because, I had to have something. And slowly my appetite started coming back. By the next weekend I was eating properly. But one of the things I couldn't even look at, let alone stomach, was anything fizzy. Now you know me, I love my Coca-Cola, I love lemonade and Mountain Dew and all those things. Couldn't even look at them. So all I was drinking was pints of water, like just normal spring water. In fact, the first day after I'd been out, I had about 8 pints. I was so dehydrated, it was ridiculous. So yeah, I've been on the mend since. Like I said, I'm not fully 100% yet. Mostly I'm back to normal. It's just every now and then I feel a little lightheaded, even though I thought that was gone. And when I started back at the toilet, I promise I'm not going to go too disgusting here. Let's just say it was like pushing a train through a house door. I was bracing the walls trying to get that one out. That's all I'm going to say on that. So obviously there was some sort of blockage or situation going off down there, and I think that's why I was throwing up, because it wouldn't go through my system. But yeah, I'm on the mend. I'm eating normally again. I'm still not quite into the fizzy drinks. I'm still drinking water. I can drink Lucozade. I found that, and my appetizer, the Red Thunder, the cheap knockoff Aldi version of Red Bull, I can sip that, but anything else fizzy. Saying that, I did have lemonade last night, and that were alright, so I can drink lemonade as well. But mostly I'm drinking water, sometimes a bit of milk, coffee, I can do that, and tea. And that reminds me, my taste buds have been a bit weird as well. Like, if I have coffee or tea, perfectly normal tasting. Tastes just like regular. Same with food. I have food, tastes like normal food. Have something else like, say, lemonade, for example, or Lucozade, it tastes weird. I don't know why. It's like my taste buds have not died, they've gone dormant on certain parts. It's very weird. It's very difficult to explain how I'm feeling in that regard. But I'm sure I'll be back to normal. Oh, and that was the other thing. And I'm only reminding myself now because I'm starting to feel it again. Hot flashes, or whatever you want to call them, especially at night in bed. I would wake up in the middle of the night drenched in sweat. Thankfully, that stopped. But I'm still getting the hot flashes during the day like I am right now. So much, in fact, that while I've been sat in my chair playing GTA or watching whatever, I've had to have my windows open because I'm that hot. I don't know. And the reason I'm vlogging today is because I wanted to give you guys an update of what I'm doing or where I am, because I've not vlogged in well over 2 weeks because I've been ill, more or less. And I've not really gone anywhere, not done much. I do shopping here and there, but I was getting worn out and I'd come back home and just plonk myself in front of the telly or go for a nap. I keep having naps, although I've not done that since early this week, I think. I've just realised that. As for today, I don't know whether to go out somewhere or not. I do want to do something though, is clean a cupboard. Well, I've got quite a few cupboards I need to sort out, but I want to sort out this one because look at the state of there, right? That's just full of shot glasses I never use. These are my old egg cups. Why have I not thrown them yet? I've got the new ones which are just sat here. And yeah, it's just a mess. So I want to sort that out. Maybe. And the weather can't make its mind up. Like I say, I was out with Harley earlier and it was raining. Right now it's sunny, although very windy. And it could just rain again, or I don't know. Oh, he looks like how I feel. Yeah, we'll see what I get up to, unless, you know, I end up having a nap. Well, the sun decided to stay out, so I thought I'd go out. I've come to a place that I don't think I've ever brought you guys. It's called Staveley. Just so you know, it's not far from Poolsbrook, which is just about a 5-minute walk that way. I want to go in here, job lot. They sell all sorts, cakes, buns, chocolate and other household things, you know, food, cleaning products, you name it. They have some very diverse stuff. Let me show you around Staveley. Have I ever brought you guys here? I don't think I have. The reason I came here mainly is because I wanted to go somewhere shopping, but I don't want to go anywhere too big like Chesterfield or town. And then I'm like, Staveley, it's very nice, it's small. We've got 3 charity shops down here. We've got the original factory shop, which is really good. I'll be going in there in a bit. There's another charity shop here, and yeah, it's quaint. It's easy to get around. I'm surprised there's no market on it. It's Friday. There's usually a market. It says it there. Friday and Saturday. I guess because it was raining this morning, nobody's decided to bring a stall. I'm kind of wondering about this pet shop though, because the lady who owned it, she retired a few weeks ago. So maybe somebody else has bought it. It looks like, I don't know if it's open. I can have a look. I do want to go in there as well. This is like a hardware shop. They sell all sorts in there. It does look open. Yeah, I'll go and have a look inside. Looks like someone else took over it. I've already bought something. This is for Harley for Christmas. Got to start buying him some presents. It's only £2 as well. Yeah. Let's see if I can find something else to buy. I'm doing well. I bought one thing from that hardware shop, and I've just been in that charity shop, and I've got a book I'm after. In fact, it's at the top of my list for 50p. Yeah. Don't need to go in any of these. There's a post office and a pharmacy. I am going to go in there. Got a feeling though I won't be buying anything in there, but you never know. Oh man, it's a good thing I didn't go somewhere like Chesterfield. I've gone very, very tired, and it's only 3 o'clock. The only thing I bought from the outlet was a bottle of water. Didn't get anything from the charity shops. I've just been in Job Lot, and I bought 2 bottles of pop and a cover for my outside drain. Wanting to get one for years, but I just see them and think, nah, I'll be alright. But it was £1.49. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a go. And hopefully it'll stop all the autumn leaves getting in there. Oh, it's warm in here. Seriously, I've gone very lethargic right now. I didn't think I was still that ill. Seriously, I can tell I'm still recovering. I'm gonna head on home now. Maybe, well, I'm gonna have a coffee and then for a walk Harley. But I just want to have a nap. Seriously, I've done reasonably well here in Staveley. Got a few decent things. Oh, can I have a nap right here? Right, I'm gonna head on home. You've had your walk, okay? I know what he wants. He wants feeding. I'm so tired. Yeah, the thing that I bought, when I can find it, I'll put it on here. Oh, it's there. It fell over. Is this. I'm just wondering if it'll actually fit. I'm not going to put it there just yet because it needs all cleaning up around it. Just want to make sure the size is okay. Oh, I've got a feeling it's... Oh, wait. Let's just move that. Okay, it'll go so far. There's a pipe in the way, but yeah, it'll sort of get in there. I don't even know what this is for. Oh, it comes off anyway. So yeah, if it wasn't for this pipe, it'd go straight on. Maybe I could move it. There we go. Okay, it doesn't go all the way back, but it'll do the job. Just not yet. I'll clean up. Maybe I can make that hole here a bit bigger so it'll go in. We'll see. I'll probably get around to doing it in about, I don't know, 8 months. You know what I'm like. Oh, I'm gonna have a coffee. I don't want a hot one because I'm a bit on the warm side, so I'm gonna have a cold one. And then, if I'm still tired, I'm gonna go and have a nap. Oh, I can't believe shopping wears me out. Oh crap, I keep forgetting I've got to feed him. That's what he's waiting for. I'm surprised I didn't buy any DVDs. I looked, but there was none that I wanted because I've got most of them. And I've just realised something. I haven't done this. The cupboard. Yeah, I'm too tired for that. Just realising this glass is hanging off. Yeah, I'll do that another day. I'm signing off now because this camcorder's heavy. It's hurting my hands. All that's left for me to say now is thank you for watching and subscribing if you have, and liking this video if you did. Until the next time, peace out. Oh, just one other thing. The thing what I bought from the hardware shop. A treacle tart. What? I did say my appetite was back. Nom 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 nom.